Welcome to Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs. Make your mark. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Monday, December 12th, 2016. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. As you get older, you start to realize that it's the little details in life that make all the difference. And it looks like Seth Fero has been spending plenty of time focusing on the details so far this offseason. Over the weekend, the All-American Roughneck released his latest set of off-season progress photos, showing off plenty of new size and detail that we haven't seen on him before. Lately, Feroce has started to look more and more like the uber-talented guy we all believed he could be when he first came onto the scene. Despite keeping any future contest plans hush-hush, Feroce looks the part of someone who could step in and do some serious damage whenever he decides to throw his hat into the ring. And with a couple of big shows scheduled to take place right in the Pittsburgh native's backyard, already on the calendar for next season, you'd have to think that it would serve as the perfect backdrop for his grand comeback. Get out your pens and pads, because I'm going to give you the inside secret formula to building muscle. Eat, train, rest, repeat, which seems to be exactly what our old friend Juan Morell has been doing lately. Over the weekend, Morel released his latest off-season update, showing off a ridiculous-looking 290-pound physique that might just be the best off-season look yet. The extended rest and recovery from a shortened contest season really seems to have done Juan's body a world of good, because it's starting to get that old Juan Morell pop back as the days progress. And as he continues to spend the next few weeks focusing on taking care of his body and getting back to improving by leaps and bounds, when he's ready to kick things into high gear again, everyone better watch out, because a 100% healthy and focused Juan Morell is something that can be a real handful to deal with. One of the things that made the classic physique division so exciting last year was the new spark it gave to the careers of so many of the athletes we saw jump ship from their respective divisions to test their mettle in the sport's new waters. But once you add a guy with an Olympia title on his resume to the picture, now we're talking about an entirely different ballgame. Only a few weeks removed from announcing to the world that he was indeed planning to become the first former Olympia champion ever to make the switch over to the classic physique division, former men's physique top dog Mark Anthony is looking to make a mighty dangerous plunge into the new division. New photos show Anthony looking bigger, leaner, and nastier than he has ever been at any point in his career. Now that he's taken the governor off the ride, Anthony is starting to pack on muscle at a pretty ridiculous clip. And you have to believe that his combination of size and symmetry are going to make him an immediate player from day one. I have absolutely no clue how Anthony is going to stack up against the Danny Hesters of the world at this point, but I can tell you one thing, it will sure be exciting to find out. Somebody might want to double check the Chinese zodiac calendar on this, but Kevin Jordan seems to be under the impression that 2017 is going to be the year of the protein Papi. Some new progress photos posted this week by the soon-to-be third-year pro definitely lend some credence to his argument. Once again, Jordan seems to be in the midst of a ridiculously productive off-season and making the sort of improvements day in and day out that are nothing short of amazing. This year, Jordan took some major leaps forward on the stage, highlighted by an outstanding fourth-place finish at the Arnold Asia that proved he's more than capable of standing in there and trading shots with some of the best athletes in the business. Typically, we've seen Jordan wait until the mid-season mark before hopping on stage to show the world what he's been working on. And if he spends the next 3 to 4 months tightening up a few loose ends, I absolutely believe he has the ability to come in next season and potentially take home his first pro victory. There are two things you just can't buy in bodybuilding: genetics and work ethic. And when you've got both of them in your arsenal already, it can make for a pretty lethal combination. Just ask multi-212 Olympian Augusti. Over the weekend, Augusti released his first training footage in quite some time, showing off all those crazy lines and shape that have made him a force to be reckoned with on the 212 stage for nearly a decade. In his second season back from fighting through 2 major injuries, we saw Augusti show flashes of the form that made him a top 5 Olympia finisher once upon a time. From a size and shape standpoint, Augusti has what it takes to stand in there and trade shots with anyone in the 212 division. And if he can start to right the ship in the conditioning compartment and come in shredded beyond any reasonable doubt, he's definitely capable of cracking the top 10 on the Olympia stage one more time. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs. Make your mark. Check out ironmaglabs.com today. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions, and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.